Chase Bryant, welcome to Portland, man.
Thank you for having me. Absolutely.
Did anyone else get goosebumps during that song?
Oh, they're just cold. That's what it is. They're cold in here.
Air conditions up full blast. It's all good. So, first time in Portland.
First time ever.
The slogan, the unofficial slogan is "Keep Portland Weird," and you know the weirdness has spread to like other cities that are copying our stickers. Yeah. So, what's the weirdest thing you've seen in Portland?
We got in a taxi cab, and our taxi cab driver took us to, was it Morrison? This is on Madison, correct? So he took us to Morrison instead, and we're getting out, and I'm looking across, and I couldn't wait to play the Bing Lounge. You know, I mean, of course, I've heard about it a million times, and I'm looking across, I'm going, don't think we're playing the county courthouse. This is definitely not it. And all of a sudden, I hear these bagpipes just rolling down the streets, right? This dude is just screaming them. And I'm looking across, and we're all trying to figure out this is where we're supposed to be, and I turn around, and there is this guy fully clothed as Darth Vader on a unicycle playing bagpipes. And I don't throw punches, but I about turned around and was like, oh, my gosh. I mean, this dude scared the dog out of me, you know? I mean, I'm like, I turn around, I see Darth Vader, and he's just looking at you know, so it's the weirdest thing I've seen probably in my whole life, but it was awesome.
He was just tired from riding the unicycle all the way through downtown while playing bagpipes at the same time. I've lived here, you know, for 4 years now and grew up in this state, and I've seen that picture, you know, all over Facebook and all over the internet, and that's like the great white buffalo of Port. I've yet to see that in person, and this is your first time, and I'm insanely jealous.
We'll go find him together.
Yeah, we're gonna go.
This. We will. I promise you,
Absolutely.
You'll hear him from a block away.
Come 2 a.m., we'll probably see 5 of them on the street.
Absolutely.
Well, tell us a little about you. I know you grew up in Texas, right?
I did. I grew up in Orange Grove, Texas. It's right outside of Corpus Christi. You could fit everybody in that room everybody in that town in this one room. There weren't many guitars in that town, but whatever guitars there were in that town, I owned almost all of them. And I grew up in a pretty musical family in Texas. My mom's dad played for Roy Orbison and the Teen Kings and Wink Wessoneers and Waylon Jennings and Buddy Holly and the Glenn Campbell TV show in Lubbock, Texas. So it just, you know, and my uncles, my mom's two brothers started a band called Ricochet in 1996. It had a hit called Daddy's Money. So I grew up in Texas, South Texas, and they were all kind of in the West Texas area, and all started this kind of. So that's where I grew up. I grew up there and grew up in a musical family.
So they weren't like, you know, you're crazy, you know, you want to go into music. What are you thinking? Go be a doctor.
No, I think my mom's probably watching this right now somewhere. My mom and dad or my brother or somebody is, and I can remember as a kid, you know, they probably thought I was crazy saying, "Oh, I'm going to play music." And from 2 or 3 years old, I felt like when I came out of the womb, somebody said it the other day, I was dunked in it, you know, and I feel like this, I just was predetermined to play country music. I didn't know what else to do, you know. I hunted and I fished and I did those things, but nothing hit home like music did, you know, and country music especially. That was the one thing. So I feel like they knew I had a dream and they knew I had a destiny to do that. So
hunting and fishing, what's your favorite kind of fish to catch and
probably largemouth bass. Yeah, absolutely. Somebody was telling me earlier that steelhead fishing and all that stuff was huge here, but I haven't got to do that yet. So when I come back, well, I'll have to go.
Yeah, make a weekend out of it.
I will.
Definitely do that. So Roy Orbison connection there. That's got to be pretty cool. I mean, he's just a little bit of a name in music.
It's just weird. I mean, to look back at it, my grandfather's story of it was that he was playing for Roy in high school, and Roy had the Teen Kings and Wink Wessoneers, and what happened was the Wink Wessoneers played Monday through Thursday, and then Friday and Saturday night the Teen Kings would play because that was the only time rock and roll music was allowed. And my great-grandmother was just this, you know, sweetheart of a like school teacher, never drove in her life, was just little bitty, you know, and Roy Orbison shows up at his doorstep, and I guess they're going to cut a record at Sun Records or whatever it was with Sam Phillips, and Sam Phillips had produced everybody. I mean, Sun Records and Sam Phillips were like the helm of music at that time, and said, "Hey, I want you to go." And he asked his mom, and his mom said, "You can go, but if you play rock and roll music, you're not allowed back in my household." So that was that was pretty much the end of that. So he said, "Well, buddy, sorry, I can't go." But and now I'm writing for Roy's wife, which is all kind of very strange. I signed a publishing deal to Barbara Orbison, and it's crazy how it came around full circle. But
So I got 2 more questions, and then we'll get you back to playing some music here. The first one, and I know that every woman is thinking it, and maybe a few of the guys are, but how do you get your hair so awesome like that? What's your routine?
Well,
and don't say mayonnaise.
This is the first time for everything, isn't there? Mustard. No, I shampoo my hair, get in the shower, turn it on extra hot, whatever. You got that figured out. Probably put some stuff in my hair and dry it a little bit. Put some more stuff in my hair, and I just start going to town with it. It's a routine. I start from the back. It's like I push it forward. I get it. It's like it's awesome.
Is it like a pomade or more of a paste or a texture?
It's probably probably horrible that I
don't know why I'm asking
questions.
all these questions all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's more of a paste kind of thing. Yeah. And in fact, if you want to know what it is, it's called sumo. It's sumo wrestlers used to use it. Actually, I'm not. This is no joke. I swear on my life, this is a true statement. So that's it.
All right, one more. If you could just kind of finish a sentence for me.
Okay.
I wish I was a girl because. We just got done talking about how he does his hair every morning, so there's got to be some deep thoughts with Chase Bryant in the Bing Lounge.
Because when they ask for something, guys always, do for that. If it's like, hey, go get me lunch. Oh, sure, absolutely. I wish that happened like that sometimes for me. Do the women agree in this room when you ask the man that you're with, hey, listen, I'm starving. Oh, let me go grab you lunch. It just is what it is. We all want to have that happen. How many men in this room, when you say, that's right. I love you too. Right. When you tell your girlfriend, I'm hungry, she says, go get something to eat. But if you say, hey, but if she says, I'm hungry, it's, boy, you better go get it or we're done. That's how it works. At least where I'm from it is, All
right. Chase Bryant, both sessions in the Bing Lounge. Let's make some noise for him right now.